I'm trying to get into an athletic position, but I just can't find it. I'm making my low back tight. If you are someone that feels like they're trying to be athletic in their golf swing and trying to find a good base, but you're sticking your butt out too much and you're feeling tons of tension in your low back, or just dealing with low back pain in general, that's worse with bending backwards, standing, walking, lying on your stomach, this video is for you. Let's dig into why your low back might be hurting. There's a few reasons. One is you're just beating the heck out of yourself. You're doing too much in the weight room, too much running, too much swinging, just generally overworked. With lots of things moving well, but you're just pounding yourself into oblivion, right? Not resting, not sleeping, yada, yada, yada. If that's the case, we're going to tweak some of those variables for you. Often, though, that may be the case, but there are other things that are at play that are making your low back hurt more. Two of the big ones are having your hips not move well and your upper back not move well. If these guys don't move well, guess we'll get stuck in the middle. This guy. And this guy then takes on more force. It's not supposed to rotate that much. And if there's lots of rotation and bends and side bends happening, your low back can get cranky. So how can we help you make this one little change and make your back feel better quickly? Okay? This is not weights, this is not stretches, this is not strengthening stuff, though I think you'd probably benefit if you're watching this and you're dealing with this, you'd benefit from those things. Here's something much simpler. You can take it to the range, take it to the golf course, and then just swing your swing. So, oftentimes when I see folks, I've seen some golfers, especially some of my guys in their 40s and 50s, but I see some of my high school kids as well, where they just create too much tension. You're trying to create like some athleticism, and in doing so, you're harboring so much tension in your low back that when you rotate, you get all this compression going on, you're not accessing your hip rotation, etc. So, what I want my golfers to do is, number one, generally, if you're really forward at the spine, we need to straighten you up a little bit. Okay, we just need to get you more athletic. We kind of want your hips over your ankles. Okay, and I would like to see you a little more upright generally if you don't rotate well. Okay, really important. Okay, next piece, I want you to arch your back, round your back, arch your back, and round your back, and settle somewhere in the middle. If you have a really hard time with this drill, it is even more important, like just in standing, if you can't do this, really get on the floor, get on the floor, get on all fours, try this. It's really important that you learn how to do this and get moving and figure out what you can. Okay? All right, so let's get there, take the tension out. And then number 2 or 3, I forget where we are in this video, but we're going to start opening up our feet, right? So let's get from neutral to open. That encourages more rotation. Lastly, you may be a player, and you're likely, if you have a ton of stiffness and tension in the low back, where you just let your legs be a little more free. So you let your lead leg just be a little more free in your swing. You don't have to, I don't even need you to feel like you're lifting it up, but I just want you to feel like some softness in the knee that will allow you again to rotate more and take less stress, or take more stress off your low back. So, simple yet effective little tips to allow you to move more freely. If you're dealing with low back pain that's made worse with bending backwards, standing, swinging, walking, you name it, and it's really stubborn, I'm always a believer you've got to make sure that above and below are moving well. If you haven't done that, work with somebody that can do that. Give us a buzz. We'll be happy to help you. But secondly, make some small setup changes, which are usually, let's get a little taller. Let's arch and round, find a little bit more of a middle place rather than the butt way back. And let's open up those feet. Okay? The last little accessory tip on that is let yourself be a little free on that lead side or that lead knee to, again, allow you to rotate. Okay? Hopefully you found this helpful. If you have questions or comments, leave them below. We'll be happy to help.